Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Prescribed Fire and Smoke Briefing for Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Recent fire activity is shown here and the dots in pink show our current and recent prescribed fire activity with some projects still ongoing in Idaho and parts of Utah. For wildfires, we have seen a few fires in the last couple of weeks, mainly over Utah and southern Nevada. Precipitation for the past 7 days is shown here on the left. We did have a good storm move through over the weekend, which brought some precip to northern Nevada, east central Idaho, and western Wyoming. And then the past 30 days percent of average still showing that very dry signal over central and southern Nevada and into southwest Utah, and some pockets of dryness here and there elsewhere as well. Snowfall for the past 72 hours shows some snow did come with that precipitation over the weekend to Nevada and up into Idaho and Wyoming. So love to see that as we head into late April. This morning's satellite imagery is showing a band of some showers and clouds moving through the central Great Basin and into eastern Great Basin today with a little low that's moving through. Cooler temperatures across the area are expected as well today. Again, the upper level pattern today showing that band of precipitation and cloud cover continuing to move through into the southern Great Basin today for showers along the way. Ventilation rates are high today. Transport winds shown here on the left does show some breezy winds across the Great Basin, particularly across the southern Utah, southern Nevada, and into eastern parts of Utah as well, associated with or ahead of that frontal boundary. And mixing heights are quite elevated today as well. The maximum temperatures are on the cooler side on the eastern half of the area, with highs mainly in the 60s and a little bit cooler up north, and slightly warmer on the western half of the area. And again, the probability of precipitation is shown here on the right, showing that band of showers moving through central Nevada into northern and central Utah and western Wyoming today. On Thursday, that low kind of sticks around, mainly focusing over the southern part of the Great Basin, which is favorable since they haven't seen a ton of recent precipitation. Ventilation rates are still going to be pretty high tomorrow for the most part. Winds lighten up Thursday as that low drops into the southern portions of the Great Basin, and mixing heights remain pretty good for most of the area, especially Nevada and into pockets of northern and central Utah. Maximum temperatures are going to be fairly steady for tomorrow, with highs still in the 60s, maybe a little bit warmer tomorrow than today. Warming up on the western half of the area, though, with highs in the mid 70s. And again, the probability of precip, we just see continuing chances for precipitation over the southern Great Basin, mainly over south central Utah on Thursday. Friday is kind of a break day in between the storms, with the high pressure building into the Great Basin for rapid warming and drying across the area. Ventilation rates are still generally high. Transport winds do start to pick up along far western Nevada on Friday ahead of the next system that's going to be moving through, and mixing heights are elevated. Maximum temperatures, again on Friday, we see them increase fairly rapidly with highs in the low 80s near Boise, generally 70s elsewhere across the area, definitely above normal for the time of year ahead of that next system. Probability of precip, again, we're just seeing some lingering storms over south central Utah. The clearing index for the next couple of days shows pretty good values for today across the state of Utah, maybe some decreasing values over the northern portions of the area tomorrow, and then some increasing clearing indices again by Friday. The 3-day precip total is shown here, reflecting that frontal boundary that's moving through the area today with the band of showers, mainly across the central portions of the Great Basin, central Nevada, central and southern Utah, and up into western Wyoming. On Saturday is when we'll start to see the next big system moving through, so we can see a nice deep trough off the Pacific coast here, bringing some precipitation into the western portions of the Great Basin on Saturday and increasing some winds across the area ahead of that low as well. Ventilation rates are going to be pretty favorable ahead of that low. Again, we are looking for some increased winds, but not quite as strong as we were expecting earlier in the week. So just your average prefrontal winds across the area. And then on Sunday, that low deepens. The center of the low is just to the south of the Great Basin, bringing precipitation, cooler temperatures, cloud cover area-wide across the basin. This is a nice early May storm system moving through. Ventilation rates will be generally high. And this slow mover continues to track eastward on Monday for continuing precipitation chances mainly on the eastern half of the basin on Monday with some clearing across the west. Ventilation rates still remaining high. And then finally by Tuesday, we'll start to see that low exiting the area to the south and east, bringing some drier air back into the region. We may see some lingering showers continuing Tuesday morning, but generally decreasing by later in the day on Tuesday. And ventilation rates decreasing a bit as we start to see some that ridge moving back in. Precipitation for days 4 and 5 is shown here. This is Saturday through Monday. Again, the bulk of the precip coming into Nevada beginning on Saturday and then starting to track through further east on Sunday. And then this days 6 and 7, so Monday through Wednesday, again, kind of a slow-moving system here, bringing a multi-day event of precipitation. We'll see those showers lingering into Tuesday, Monday into Tuesday, across mainly the eastern half of the area. And the extended outlook for May 7th through the 13th is calling for above normal temperatures for most of the Great Basin, but also above normal chances for precipitation as we head into the middle of May. That concludes today's briefing. Please check back on Friday for the latest update.